Hey guys, this is RyGuyGaming here today. Today we are going to be starting a new series. We are going to be continuing our Batman No Upgrades run. So today we're going to be starting Arkham City. We're going to be playing on hard. I probably should do New Game Plus, but I don't really want to go playing through the entirety of the game once to play through it again. And hard is about as difficult as New Game Plus. Well, actually in this game, New Game Plus is actually a little trickier because they have different enemy placements. But hard is still definitely plenty difficult without any upgrades. So, like always, we're just going to be skipping all of the cutscenes. Crap. And so, yeah, for some reason the disable hints on this game doesn't work. Like, you can disable the hints and it doesn't do anything. You still have hints in every place that you normally would. You still have the hit markers and everything. So, if you remember from Arkham Asylum, oh wow, I don't know what that lag spike was from. If you remember from Arkham Asylum,
it's time to get what I came for out of that safe.
Combat can take a little while since we don't have upgrades, but at least this time we have the quick combo finisher, so that will be nice to be able to finish dudes quick. And it's nice that the cutscenes look like they're playing a little quicker than they did in Arkham Asylum. It seems like they're running at 60 FPS, which is nice, although that doesn't really matter for us because we aren't going to be watching a lot or many of the cutscenes. But I'm going to skip ahead to when Strange is done talking to us. So out of all the Arkham games, this is probably the one I've played the most. I really enjoy this one. This intro sequence is pretty memorable, where you're Bruce Wayne and you basically have to bust out of custody. I really like it. It's probably my favorite intro sequence out of the 4 games actually. Just because of the uniqueness of it, getting to play as Bruce Wayne. The only other time you get to play as him for an extended period of time is in Arkham Origins in the DLC. So this was really the first time that you got to play as Bruce Wayne, even though this is the second game. So essentially we're just going to be playing through this early section. There's like 2 seconds of combat. And it's supposed to be a lot of story development. And I don't know if you know this, but this guy is actually Deadshot. He just doesn't have all his stuff yet. So we'll go ahead and head on through here, get smashed in the face. I think it's kind of funny that they smack him in the face because when he goes through the metal detector, but wouldn't have gone off even if he didn't have the SIM card in his hand. I don't know if you saw, but he grabbed the SIM card when he wrecked that Tiger Guard. But like, he's wearing metal handcuffs. Wouldn't that set off the metal detectors anyways? So I don't even know what's the point of metal detectors if you're wearing handcuffs. But I guess the other prisoners weren't, so it's probably just something special for, you know, the Batman, or however he says it.
Stay calm. They're trying to scare us.
I think it's kind of silly that he wears his tie on the outside, but I guess he's been roughed up, so maybe he didn't start the night like that. So you just like totally like one-shot all these guys. You just counter them and break all their arms.
On your feet, Ryder.
So we're gonna pick up Ryder here. And I never knew this till like a couple playthroughs in, but you can actually walk forward. Most people just kind of sit there and wait for this guy to beat you with the bat. Or the pipe, I guess.
Nighty night.
I don't. This is like the first time I've ever played through this game at 60 FPS. It looks really nice. I'm used to playing this on the 360 with the 30 FPS, so it's nice to see it with the nice graphics too.
Your family destroyed.
Because I have the graphics cranked up on everything.
Well, let's just call this good old-fashioned revenge.
So, Cobblepot usually gets pretty abused in the Arkham games. This is just one example. We'll run into him later, and he gets pretty messed up. Not really. Oh wait, yeah, he gets pretty messed up later on when we fight him again, but although that's very unpractical, it's still pretty dang cool. I don't know, maybe if you're super buff, you can rip through your freaking arm restraints and leg restraints, though, I guess. I don't think you can. I would be like ground pounding these guys, but I don't think you can. For some reason, you can't do like anything as Bruce Wayne. So you're limited in your options, and you don't have to KO Cobblepot there. I just like to. So we're just gonna go ahead and run on over here with the very helpful hints that won't go away no matter what options you choose.
Have you got my location?
Only just, sir. There's more interference.
I used to think it was pretty cool how he could talk through his watch, but now anyone can do that with a smartwatch. Although I'm sure his was like a Rolex or something.
Was getting yourself arrested a part of your plan all along?
Not exactly. Although I did get some one time with Hugo Strange.
Like,
How was that?
Not
oh
good.
man, can you imagine? I think it would be pretty interesting
He also told
to
me that
be
something called
scaling a
Protocol 10
building like
will make him
this,
famous.
this
I
high
can't
off
leave
the
Arkham
ground,
City
because it doesn't,
to find out what
like,
it
you
is.
know, when you're playing a game, like, that doesn't look that bad, but if you were, like, in VR, like, actually there, I think a lot of people would be freaking out at how high up he is.
Right on time.
So, our stint as Bruce Wayne is pretty short, but like I said, there's not a lot you can do as him, so it's time to suit up here. And I don't think you can actually skip this, so we won't, but that's all good. So right here, if you watch, his eyes kind of go from blue to brown. At least they do on the Xbox version. I think that's just like a unintended thing. That's not supposed to happen. He should always have blue eyes, but I think it's just the way the lighting is. But yeah. So let's go ahead and hack communications by... I don't even know how this is considered hacking, but whatever.
4011 is in the courthouse. I repeat, Catwoman is in the courthouse. Is she in danger? Affirmative. Target is being held by Dent. We believe he intends to kill her. How should we proceed? Stand down. Let Two-Face have his fun. Understood.
That doesn't sound good.
Alright, so hopefully we can stay used to these controls. I've been playing Arkham Knight a lot, and the controls are pretty much the same, they're just a little bit different. Like, the detective mode button is different, the way you switch gadgets is different. Like in this one, it's purely the D-pad. In Arkham Knight, it's only the down button on the D-pad, so it is a little bit different. So we're gonna go ahead and take out these guys in front of the courthouse here. It should be a, well, I would say a quick fight, but without like critical strikes, it might take a second just because there are so many, but you know, whatever. At least we have the instant combo takedowns. Arkham Asylum no upgrade runs always take forever because you don't have the instant takedowns. Alrighty. So these, like, grunts are always pretty easy to take care of. It's once you start getting to the big groups where they have, like, 6 different kinds of guys and stuff, and you have to be really focused on what each of them is, like, wearing or whatever. Oh, wait. Why am I going through the door? I never go through the door. It's always quicker to come up here. So it seems like this game has like intermittent lag spikes when you're about to do something like go through a door or enter a cutscene, but that's okay. It's not too bad. I've seen way worse.
Taking out the thug with the gun.
So there's a lot of guys in here, but like once you drop down, half of them leave, so you don't even have to worry about them.
People of Arkham City. It's good to see so many new faces in the crowd.
I think he tried to land on someone, but then it just kind of didn't work, so he just kind of dropped down. Alright, let's take care of these guys. So Two-Face will try to shoot at you during this. Pretty much as long as you don't hold like completely still, he'll never hit you. Alright. So yeah, I don't think this group is any bigger than the one outside. It might even be smaller. Is that the last guy? Nope. There's the last guy.
Objection.
That looked kind of funny. I think in editing I'm gonna slow that down. I don't think I've ever had the camera pointed that way when he gets shot.
Which one lets me out of here alive?
Okay, skip. So she busts out, almost gets sniped by Joker. So we're trying to get the trajectory of the bullet so we can track it to Joker. And we just got a level up, so now that is going to be at the top of our screen for the rest of the game.
The trajectory the bullet traveled will lead me to the
So
ship.
now we have to go follow the bullet trajectory, which reveals it takes us up. What the heck? Climb up. There we go. It takes us to the roof of the clock tower in the church. So we're gonna head on over there. I did not mean to do that. And yes, I might have said this earlier. No, I didn't. I am playing with a controller. I never ever play with mouse and keyboard for a single player story game. It's just not comfortable to me. It will always be more comfortable to play with a controller for me. If I play like, you know, Counter-Strike the one time a year that I actually play that game, or if I play like some kind of shooter, I'll use the mouse and keyboard, but oops, yeah, I didn't want to do that.
The one who got dragged off.
So in Arkham Knight, if you hold the trigger when you glide off of something, you kind of like dive bomb off of it. But in this one, if you push trigger on a gargoyle, you kind of just hang from it. So that's why I just hung from that one. And so, yeah, like I was saying, I can't use mouse and keyboard for these kind of games. It's just so uncomfortable. Oh, she hit me. Usually you can punch her before she gets you, but I guess I was too slow. So here, it's kind of interesting. In the Xbox, there are these debris all over here that you can kick around like this. None of this is here in the Xbox. Like, all this stuff all over. It just isn't here. So it's interesting that so much is cut out in the Xbox version. Like, I knew that they definitely have to cut games back for Xbox, but not that much. So unfortunately you can't skip this part. She just kind of sits there and talks to you. But that's okay, because she's done now. So now we have to wait for these guys to talk crap to us, and then we have to wait for Batman to tell us what to do, and then we can finally do stuff.
Attacking armed thugs head on is
I can't
suicide.
remember. I know I sat
disappear.
here
Pick
forever
them off
once. I
silently,
can't
one by
remember if
one.
they actually kill you if you do. Because they like start counting down because they get really nervous. I think they will kill you
Good.
if you sit
Let's
there
keep it that way.
forever.
Time to survey the room. Plan out my tactics.
But maybe I'm
4
wrong.
thugs,
I don't
all
know.
armed. 2 hostages. This is gonna be easy.
I had a friend who thought that was the coolest line ever. He's just
I
like,
can glide to the scaffolding.
4
area
thugs,
without being
all
seen.
armed, 2
Take 'em down
hostages.
from
This
there.
is gonna be easy. He's just like, oh, that's so cool. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I am not kidding when I say that's probably the first time that has ever happened.
Good. Let's keep it that way.
I
Time to
did not
survey the
mean
room.
to do
Plan out my
that.
tactics.
Obviously.
4 thugs, all armed. 2 hostages.
Alright.
This is gonna
So, let's do it the right way this time.
He's gonna get
be easy.
him.
He's got a hostage.
Dang it.
I can glide
So
to the
if you
scaffolding above him.
focus your camera on him,
Take him down
Batman will
from
tell you how to take him down. But if you like aim your camera above him or not directly at him, you can skip it, which
You'll
I
be
like
okay.
to do.
Wait here.
And you can totally loud take down like all these guys, and the other ones don't even care. Like this would normally be a loud takedown, but the other guys just don't give a
You're
crap.
safe. Stay quiet.
Where is he?
I can't see him.
If I can get behind those
Oh
2
my
without
gosh,
being
why did
seen,
I look at them?
both in one room.
Answer me.
So now we can
Leave now, or the bitch has all.
take these guys out real quick.
The room is secure.
So
You're
now
safe.
we're gonna go ahead and head up to the top of the tower where the sniper shot came from. And that was officer, or I guess he's not an officer yet. He's just a security guard, but that's guard Cash. If you remember him from the first game, he was the one who has like a claw for a hand because he had a run-in with Killer Croc. Where the heck is the ladder? Oh. Alright, so here we are in the top of the church,
It looks
and
like
we
it's been
find out that
controlled remotely
Joker
by
was
Joker.
never here. So now we have to determine the radio frequency of his sniper rifle, which is 53 or 535.815 megahertz.
There was an asylum, some monsters, and oh, that's right. You left me to die. Now, you probably don't remember it that way, but who cares?
So you have to wait till he tells you about the bombs before you can jump out of here. There we go.
Clocks ticking.
And I think you can die there too if you just sit in there.
Alfred, I've got a lock on the signal used to remotely control the sniper rifle.
Alright, so now we're gonna
Joker's
glide on
behind
over
this.
to
Was there ever
Joker's
any
hideout.
The radio signal should lead me right to him.
Good luck, sir.
They came up with a lot of creative ways for getting you to a location in this one, like how you're tracking the radio signal here. I like the idea of it not telling you exactly where to go, just giving you like a general direction. That's pretty nice. We are going to... Oh wait, no, I can't do it because that counts as an upgrade, huh? Please excuse the lagging. I promise that's not my graphics capability. That must be something with optimization or something, because like I have a 1070 and this game is old. Like there's no way that my computer is struggling under the load of this game. I don't know.
What's the policy today?
Alright. So normally I would do these AR trainings.
Augmented reality training online.
Can you see my mouse on this? Okay, good. But since that technically counts as an upgrade to get the grapnel boost, we are not going to be getting the grapnel boost. Just because it's an upgrade, and we're not going to be getting upgrades this run.
You know
Alright. So, luckily you can spam through these conversations. We're going to drop into the steel mill through the chimney. Oh, maybe the cutscenes are laggy, or maybe it's just that cutscene. I don't know.
Steam from the furnace will boil me alive. I need
Alright. So, this game pretty much just consists of like combat, puzzles, and predator sections, like all in a row. But the puzzles are like brain dead easy most of the time. You just have to use a gadget on something. Which is fine. It's just something to break up the pace, which is nice. What the heck? Why didn't that... So I went to put it down here, but it didn't. And then it put it down, whatever, when I tried to detonate it.
Yeah, Joker wants you to think he's sick.
Alright, so here we are. Joker has a ton of guys out here. And they're mad at a doctor. You can see she kicks her out of there. Ow. I just ran into that. Went the wrong way. I need to go this way. So... She's okay. She doesn't die. Not here anyways. Just kidding.
Mr. J wants this one to suffer a little longer.
Alright, so we have to shut off the steam before we can progress. If you're on New Game Plus, you can just throw your freeze grenade, but since we aren't on New Game Plus, we have to throw our batarangs instead. Alright, so now we just have a small group of enemies to fight here, but they do have access to a gun safe, I believe. Or maybe that's New Game Plus, I don't know. And then in this one, like in Arkham Knight, you can get attacked by multiple enemies at the same time, just to kind of add to the reflexes, I guess. But with the hit counters, it is a lot easier than it would be without. So it is a little unfortunate that we have to have those and can't turn them off without playing through the entire game to get to New Game Plus. Which, like I said in my Arkham Knight series, maybe we can do a run through of every game in New Game Plus as well. We'll have to see. Because, like, yeah, basically I'd have to do a no upgrades run without recording, and then do a no upgrades run with recording. So it's really not something that I would want to do just for fun, because I've already done it a couple times. Like, this is probably my third time doing a no upgrades run on this game, just because I have, like I said, I've played this game so many times. At least 20, probably more.
Scared of the big bad bat? No, not scared exactly, but, well, he broke 3 of my
So it's
ribs
kind of
back
funny
then.
on...
What the?
Oh my... So I have died twice now to things that I don't think I've ever died to, ever. Oh my gosh.
Better make sure he don't come.
Because I totally forgot about this guy. I was going to say on New Game Plus there's a guy right there who will like pound on the window and try to warn these guys, but apparently it's too loud in here for them to hear. It's kind of funny. I'm glad they put stuff like that in and add stuff. But yeah, I guess I'll just die instead, because, you know, that's what happens when you record, is you die to everything. Probably die in this room too. But no, this one's actually harder on New Game Plus as well, because that guy usually wearing body armor. That's usually the thing. Like, I don't normally die to the combat encounters on New Game Plus. It's the Predator ones that get harder, where it actually matters.
own Arkham City. Anyone else who wants a patient, come and see me.
Wasn't there one more guy just wandering? Or, no, it's just those two. Okay. So what I like to do here, they'll usually come out. So I like to go
He's making you look stupid.
in here. And then what you can do, we'll pick this up just cause I love hearing Riddler's voice. So you can put this here. Crap, I think I put that too far over. So we'll put this here. Yeah, that's better. And then we'll take this guy out, like this. And that was loud. Oh. Is he gonna come over here? He should.
You look scared, boys. I don't blame ya. He's really spooky.
Is he not gonna come in here?
You've got to get me out of here.
Whatever.
You're going to be fine, Doctor. I'll be back after I show these animals who's boss.
After I show this guy who's boss while he's like punching him in the face.
Give me a second.
Alright, so now somehow we grab something out of this thing and then we make our remote electrical. Whoa, that's not there on the Xbox, these little things. That's cool. So yeah, we make our remote electric charge, which lets us shoot electricity for some reason. So we can like power up generators and stuff and shoot enemies with it. Personally, I find it to be a pretty useless projectile in like Predator or Combat. Usually it's just nice to get your combo up. But if you do have guys like this, which is about to tell us, they'll usually swing around and bat around all the other guys. And it's kind of funny to watch the guys spaz out when you electrocute them. Alright, let's get a move on. So, essentially we go all that way just to get the remote electric charge. Because we need it to get into the where the Joker is. And then coming up here is probably the first big fight of the game. This will probably be the first one to give noobs real trouble. So she'll normally talk forever, but if you just shoot your thing at her, she'll shut up. Let's see. Okay, good. Then you just pull it back out. There you go. But it's not that easy because we get kicked in the face by one arm here.
Meet Mr. Hammer. He's gonna teach you some manners.
Hold still while I pound you.
But these guys are some of the best guys for getting your combo up super high. Like you can get combos in the hundreds just by railing on these guys. Especially on the higher difficulties.
You don't stand a chance against us. You're not going to reach the Joker.
Like me and my buddies used to just send each other screenshots for how high we could get the combos.
You will die here.
But easily the best combo level is in Arkham Origins. It's called like 1 to 100 or something, where you just basically fight 100 guys. It's pretty, oh my gosh, it's pretty entertaining. Cause like it's easy to just like pwn guys like this, but it's hard to stay focused for like 100 different guys. clothesline this fool. Alright, so here is where Joker dies. Bum bum bum. Unfortunately, here comes like a mega series of cutscenes you can't skip for some reason.
Get out of my way.
Like you can't skip this cutscene, you can't skip the one after it. It's really annoying. Oh, I guess you can skip that one.
Sounds like the detective will be busy with the Joker for a while. Good. Gives this kitten some... I need to get my kit from
But
my
yeah,
heart.
the next one, I don't
face
think you
Ivy
can
without
skip
my
it at
fingers.
all.
Let
At
me
least
make
on the
it.
Xbox you can. Alrighty. Oops, I did not mean to do that. I do not like the Catwoman sections at all. In fact, if you get it for PC, if you get this game for PC, you have to get the Game of the Year edition. But if you get it on Xbox and you get the Game of the Year edition, the DLC comes on a separate disc. I recommend not installing the Catwoman pack. The Catwoman side missions are so stupid.
Well, how are we supposed to find out where she lives?
Like they're such a change in pace. It's just
So
awful.
what? How does he know?
How am I supposed to know? I don't question the ball.
What the hell is she doing here?
Especially the last one where you have to fight Two-Face. That one is just awful. But we'll play through them just because it came with the game. So I guess I'm not gonna like. I have no way to skip them. Maybe you can mod them out on the PC version. I don't know.
It's good to be home.
But yeah, there's like no option to turn off the different DLCs.
Okay, Selena, time to find Ivy.
So
Let's
here
hope
we
she's
just get
forgiven
some
me.
bolos.
Of course she
I think
has.
that's what
She
they're
would
called.
hold a grudge.
And some like mine traps. They basically look like jacks that just cause enemies to like trip. Gosh. And I hate her movement too. I'm pretty sure anyone that plays a Catwoman hates her movement, but you have to like whip around like this and you have to hit it right when the circle is, you know, like I have to hit A there and there right when the circle lines up, or else she takes forever to move. So it's just really annoying. So here we have a tiny
Well,
predator
what do we have
encounter.
here?
This one's pretty
Feared
annoying
out-of-place
because
plants, check.
they're just
Mindless
kind of in
hypnotized
bad
henchmen,
spots.
check.
Like
The
this.
so subtle odor of rotting pumpkins, check. Looks like I found the entrance to Ivy's lair.
Okay, so let's get this guy, I guess. But I think one of them... Does he come up the stairs? He does, okay. Alright, there we go. That wasn't annoying as it usually was. I've actually died here before. So Catwoman has her own set of Riddler trophies. After you beat the game, you can actually free roam as her. I don't know why you ever would unless you're trying to go for the achievement to get all her stuff, but man.
Hey, Pammy, here's an idea. If you want
But
a
it is
boyfriend,
pretty
how about
cool.
trying
This
the
is the
dating
only
route?
game where you can free roam as another character that isn't Batman, so that is pretty cool, even though it is like the worst character.
Turn her into plant food. A billion microorganisms.
Because like even if they just had Nightwing, he doesn't have a cape, but like at least he has a grappling hook, so you don't have to jump around all over the place.
Your flesh will be replaced with blood.
This encounter can be a little annoying and tricky. Basically, it's just a wave fight where you fight through Poison Ivy's henchmen.
Do you really think you can beat Mother Nature?
She has some really weird instant takedowns, like that one where she basically sits on them. Like, yeah, I don't know.
I've spent weeks perfecting the toxins that will restore your
Oh my gosh.
meat sack of a body.
Oops. I didn't know that guy was there. Okay, take him down. Then let's kind of get
Are
up
we done
here.
yet, Ivy? I just want to talk, that's all.
So this is the
If you're
most
still
annoying
breathing,
part. Poison
it's not
Ivy's
over.
standing there looking like a JPEG, just sitting
She's
there without
consistent.
moving at
I'll
all.
give her that.
But she'll like shoot at you with the like plant spore things that were in the first game.
From within.
So luckily if you're doing an instant takedown, they can't hurt you, but otherwise they just deal some damage. They actually deal quite a bit. I think the reason I don't like Catwoman's fighting is just because it's so slow. Like every move, I understand she's a little than Batman girl, so like of course it's gonna take her longer to beat up dudes, but like holy cow. And if I die here, I'm going to be upset because you have to do the entire round fight all over again. Not just like the round that you're on. Oh, what? And that's the other thing with that. Sometimes if the enemy that you were just like leaping
Red, I
over
just need
gets
your
hit,
help.
you can still get hit. So that's not nice. Maybe I spoke too soon about the laggy cutscenes.
Back here, Harley.
I will be back when this cutscene is over. This cutscene is so long. Alright, so Joker just kicked us out of the window. He's sick. Now we're sick because he infected us. So now we have to go find Mr. Freeze because he was making the cure. But I think now's a good point to end it. And yeah, you couldn't skip like that entire cutscene, which was annoying. But now's a good place to end it. Good stopping point in the story and everything. So anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed. Thank you very much for watching. Post any comments down below if you have any. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Goodbye.